Hello, this is my Module 10 case study. We'll start with the summary. A newly formed parents organization had developed and split from the national PTA. The principal was concerned about the new organization and wasn't sure what they were unhappy about. He quickly learned they wanted to be more involved in the school more than the parent staff's picnic, PT, to parent-teacher conferences and promoting bonds that they had been involved in under the principal's administration. The parents wanted to be involved in discipline, teacher performance, curriculum, and total school evaluations. The parents' organization even organized parent committees for each of those aspects for the school prior to the meeting with the principal. The principal wants the parents to be involved, but at the end of the day, he is responsible for the parents and staff and needs to find a way for parents to be more involved without interrupting the educational program. Legal issues, state school curriculum, contract hours for teachers, and student confidentiality. Ethical issues, the new formed parents organization made committees before meeting with the principal. Having parents be involved with teacher performance could also potentially be an ethical issue, as well as a lack of educational background and experience and educational degrees in terms of parents making those types of decisions. The principal needs to figure out how to get the new parents organization more engaged with school improvement without interrupting the educational program of the school. People involved, principal, male, new parents organization. The president is attorney on the side of the parents organization. He's also a male. Other committee leaders and the other officers of the parents organization. We have students and teachers. Unknown are other administrators, other parents, race, and gender. We know that it's a school, and there was a recent addition added to the school. We know that there is a principal's office because that's where the meeting was held. Unknown, the exact location of the school, the physical condition, the demographic, the socioeconomics, if it's rural or suburban. Program, we can assume it's secondary based on how they say that they would like the back to school night to be organized, but you don't know for sure. There's a new parents organization that's not associated with PTA. Parent and community involvement, like back to school night, parent-teacher conferences, and they have that picnic. Unknown is curriculum, type of program, private or public. Stakeholders, yes, the decision could be damaging to the stakeholders. The parents want to be involved, which is awesome, but they want to be involved in things that they are not necessarily educated in or experienced with. Students, teachers, parents, and administrators have an stake in the outcome. An important stake in the outcome, unsure if people at the district level are fully informed of the meeting. They most certainly are informed that the new parents organization is no longer affiliated with the PTA, and you're unsure if teachers and other administrators are fully informed as well. I could learn more about the situation, but know enough to make a decision. There are 4 options. No action. So do not make any changes. Say okay, do everything the new parents organization wants. 50-50, figure out how parents can get more involved and what needs to stay in administrative duty. And require PTA affiliation. Pros and cons, no action, so don't make any changes in parent involvement. Parents are still involved with like the parent-teacher conferences, back to school night, and the picnic. Principal still has control. And there's less likely to be any legal issues. The cons, it's ethically not the right thing to do to the parents who've organized this new organization. The new parents organization is not going to be happy with this decision, and it's not fixing any of the problems. Say okay and do everything the new parent organization wants. Parent organization is happy and there is more parent and community involvement, but there are some legal issues like the confidentiality. School board needs to have a say in certain changes. The state curriculum still needs to be followed, and the teacher contract hours, based on what they said they wanted back to school night to look like, that would be an issue with contract hours. Those making the decision, so the parents have educational program decisions, are not properly educated or experienced. Teachers are most likely going to be unhappy with parents making these types of decisions, especially with their lack of experience in education. Principal has to deal with backlash of choice that he did not make. So anything that the parents decide and put forth with those committees, whatever whatever unintended issues come with that, the principal has to deal with that, and it's not even a decision that he made. 50-50, figure out how parents can get more involved and what needs to stay in administrative duty. So pros, less likely to have any legal issues, especially with confidentiality in those teacher contract hours. Parents get what they want. They still are involved. Principal still has control, and the decisions are ultimately up to him. Parents can have control of committees that would require education and experience. Would not require education and experience. Some teachers may not be thrilled with parents being involved in educational program decisions, once again because of that lack of experience in education. Require PTA affiliation, less likely again to have legal issues. Parents' organization still gets more involved, and we still have more of that parent and community involvement. Those making educational program decisions are not properly educated or experienced. Teachers could still be unhappy with this decision. Principal has to deal still with some backlash of choices he didn't make, assuming that they still get to make all those committees. Parents may not be happy to stay affiliated or willing to stay affiliated with the PTA, and it's unethical to require this new parents of the organization to affiliate with the PTA. I think the best option is the principal decides with school board, teachers, and superintendent what committees the new teacher organization should be in charge of, ideally discipline and the total school evaluation. This would make sure all stakeholders are involved. To implement this decision, 1, meet with a committee of teachers and figure out how they feel parents could help school improvement. Also figure out what aspects of educational program teachers feel comfortable parents being involved in. Meet with the superintendent and school board about having more parent involvement with a parent organization not affiliated with the PTA. Meet with the parents organization and tell them which committees have been approved and how the others will not work with their school culture. I think explaining that is a big part, explaining why those committees just won't work under parents. Also implement more surveys and parent opinions and feedback throughout the year to prevent something like this happening again. Making sure that parents feel and are included and involved in their child's education. If the parents' organization is not open to the compromise that was set forth, as a principal, I could tell them that there is potential for more committees to be added in the future, but to change so much at once is not the best interest for the school, especially giving power to parents all at the same time. There's just a lot of unknown consequences and backlash that can happen from that. That is my Module 10 case study. Thank you for watching.